Today, I will give you 5 daily habits to skyrocket your manifestations, to have the life of your dreams. I won't show you flashy images because I'm not a flashy person, but you can just go to the comments on every video and see how people are changing their lives. And please know that within just a few weeks, a few months of changing your internal world to having everything you want, your external world will show it to you as confirmation. So the external world is then the effect of your cause, right? You're the proof, you're the key, and that's why manifestation is self-mastery. Let's talk about it. 5 daily habits. All right, let's begin. Habit number 1 is laying the burden on God. And this is actually something Florence would do back in the 20s and 30s. And she would tell you to everything you want, lay that burden on God so you're free to have it. And that's what I do every morning. I notice, what am I wanting? Is there something in my system that I think I'm lacking? It could be just being tired from sleeping poorly because the kids were up all night or something like that, right? It is allowing yourself to be free of that burden. And I do it every morning, and it's very important to just don't walk in it, right? If you're tired, you tell yourself, I'm tired. You tell your husband or wife, I'm tired. And it really just fuels a tired system. So what I do is I notice, am I wanting something? Am I lacking something? And then I give that burden of that lack to God. So it could be something like just me saying, I give my burden of feeling tired to God, so I'm free to be well rested. I give my burden of lack to God, so I'm free to have everything I want. I give my burden of stress to God, so I am free to feel peaceful and calm throughout the entire day. And what this really does, it tells my system, hey, you can just choose any story you want today and give whatever fulfillment you need, give it to yourself in this moment. Don't tell yourself you need to have a productive day to get something or whatever it is, right? So that's habit number 1. Give the burden to God, Allah, consciousness, whatever you believe in, give it away in the morning. Make sure that infinite intelligence is your partner for the day, all right? Perfect. Habit number 2 is then speak from the identity which you want, all right? Choosing that self-concept every day is very important. And in language, it is so important. Esther Hicks would tell you to, before anything you do throughout the day, set an intention. And that's really what you're doing with your language. You are writing a book which you are later going to read. And what I mean by that is the language you use to define your job, the things you have to do, is what you are going to experience later on. So a lot of you, maybe you're using language around job, boss, whatever, kids, as obligation. And if you paint a thing through the lens of obligation, you will soon become resentful of it. That's just how you reprogram your subconscious. So choose a language that is fitting. It could be as simple as in the morning writing down, what do I need to do today? Hand in kids, what is my language around that? I love doing it. I get to do it. It's a wonderful time. Whatever, right? Go to the next thing. Okay, meeting with my boss, whatever, right? What's the language I use around that? And notice how that's very different maybe from the language you would normally use. But you are reprogramming your internal world. And by doing that, you are reprogramming your external world. So that would be habit number 2. Choose language carefully, right? Good. 3, realign before action. Align before action. I tell it to all my clients, I say it in all my videos. It's an incredible habit. It is, I call it the dwell days. If you really need to feel this, just do it for an entire day. Before anything you do that day, align. And what do I mean by that? Is resting in your throne. And if you don't know what that means, try my meditation here on the channel. But really, just before you drink your coffee, remind yourself that you're perfection, that you're love, that you're abundance, right? Remind yourself in your system. Before you do it, just tell yourself, I'm already who I'm supposed to be. I'm already whatever I want, right? And then now I will enjoy my coffee as that being. And then you do it. And then you remind yourself before you drive to work. And then you remind yourself before you pick up the phone to call someone. And if you do it for an entire day, that day will be the first day of your life where you're in high vibration, maybe all day long. And it's a wonderful experiment. And I really encourage you to try it out. And in alignment before action, make sure that the action turns out to be in your favor. Because every action you take is that is an extension of the alignment you have. So let's say you align with being a millionaire, then the action will make sure that that's a step in that direction. If you align with being, I don't know, the opposite of that, your action will actually fuel that destination. So actions, they are born out of your identity. So realignment makes sure that the action is taken in the right direction. Make sense? So align before action. Habit number 3. Habit number 4 is then that action. And I call that I let myself be guided. And I carry a notepad or Post-its, or I just write it down on my phone. And what I do with that is that I notice the ideas that come to my head. And I write them down immediately. Because I know that I'm guided if I choose to embody something. So if I have a desire, I know that my desire and my fulfillment, they come in bundles. So they come together. So the moment I have a desire, I would like to go on this journey. I would like to have this thing, whatever it is. I know that I will be inspired to take actions that will ultimately lead me there, so I don't have to doubt it. But if I don't recognize the voice in my head that gives me intuition, that gives me inspired action, that gives me ideas, I will not go there. And for most people, they don't listen to their good ideas. They will tell me, Chris, I've been working on this idea or I've had this idea for 5 years, but I'm not sure if I should act on it, right? Not knowing that that idea is the solution. Action is manifestation just on the physical plane. So you will take care of the mental plane with me here on the channel. Please subscribe. But you will also take care of your manifestation by acting it out on the physical plane. God, Allah, consciousness wants you to do what you need to do to have your thing. He will give you instantly everything you need in your head, in your brain, if you listen to it. But so I'll just write ideas down, and it has helped me tremendously, right? So let yourself be guided and listen to that voice in your head. What do I need to do? I know who I am. I know the ending destination. I know how this movie plays out. But what am I inspired to do? So the ideas, remember them. Act on them if you can't immediately act on them, right? Good. Habit number 5, last one, fall asleep as the one who already has it all. And that's so important. And I'm not talking about visualization. I'm talking about becoming. I'm talking about not disengaging from that image you see in visualization. So if you lay down in your bed tonight and you visualize something, know that that's timeline viewing. You're viewing an image that's already you. Otherwise, you would not be able to view it. Your desire is being given to you from higher self or God to tell you, hey, this is what is possible. Go get it. So when you go to an image, know that you are viewing a future memory, as Joe Dispenza would call it, right? And let it become you. Let it move you. Let it change your system. Feel it in your system. Let your system change. Feel it emotionally also. Feel the joy, the happiness, the peace. Know that you're that person before you go to sleep. I don't care about what scene you have visually in your head. That's also perfectly fine. Do that. But I'm more concerned about who is it that is falling to sleep. So be that person when you fall to sleep. It will change your life. Just doing that, habit number 5, every day will change your life. I know it. Because I've seen it 1,000 times. That's it. 5 daily habits to change your life. Get out of here. Bye.